Hello, Sakib here. I hope you all are having a good day, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Didn't put much thought into this video. Well, by the way, this is the first video that I plan to put out on YouTube. But yeah, okay, we can get into that later. The reason I wanted to do a video like this is because I also wanted to start something on YouTube, but never really knew how to put it out. Not looking for much content, like content creation long term, but I just want to have good conversations with good people. That never is the wrong word. I think it's rare to be able to have those kind of conversations all the time. So I want to start a channel where we can talk about ideas, and good, cool things that we think and we find helpful. I mean, there's so many good YouTubers out there, and that create so much good content. So I don't think that me just creating or trying to create another self-help or a content like something similar to like a podcast or impact theory. Oh, hello, the wipers came on. Thank you, Tesla. It is a solution. I mean, I don't know if it helps. I'm sure what I'm about to talk about, someone else has talked about somewhere, and they have a much better video production quality than I do. So, yeah. But I just want to talk about ideas, good ideas and like things that actually help us. And if it benefits someone, I hope it benefits you. And even if it doesn't benefit you yet, if you got some feedback for me, that would be awesome too. I mean, I would love some feedback on the thoughts I have and how important ideas are. Now, without me just rambling on about, the introduction, let's talk about it. Well, first of all, for me, I haven't done anything significant. I'm actually just driving to the gym right now in life. And I'm just a guy going through his daily life. And I find it very interesting is because, when it comes to ideas and good ideas or bad ideas, whatever we say, I know we need action. So you need action to project what's in your head into the world. That's a given. However, at the same time, if you just keep working without having a direction as to where you're going, you end up going nowhere. Or at least you end up, nowhere is wrong, you will end up somewhere. I think we is a better term to use than you, as I'm learning still, so forgive me. We end up going nowhere. Then the question comes is, at what point do we stop thinking and start doing? I found it always very interesting, is because you have these people who take huge amount of action and project huge amount of change in the world, but at the same time you have people who take a ton of action, who works really, really hard and goes nowhere. You could take a look at the people who are working in the third world countries, for example, a factory in China or India, Bangladesh, whatever you want to pick. You have people putting in 15, 16-hour days, they're going nowhere. Then you have these people that are putting in, again, 12 to 15-hour days behind the business, making things happen, and all these awesome stuff. And you also have people who, well, hello, hold that thought for a second, the ramp's closed. how am I supposed to get to the gym, man, in time? Okay, I'll take a detour. Where are we? Yeah, so you have all of these people that are again putting in a lot of hours, not getting anywhere. Some people are putting in the same amount of hours but making like such huge progress. Then again, you have other people who don't do pretty much anything. Again, I think it's wrong. I don't think I should say anything. It's they don't seem to put in that much physical labor per se. Yet they have a ton of leverage when it comes to work, and they seem to get massive outputs. So they must have something that's magnifying that leverage or making things happen. And that's the part that I think about is, like, at what point is it... I'm sorry if I look like I'm losing track of my thoughts, if I'm not making sense. I'm doing the best I can. I also wanted this video to be completely unedited, no nothing, no special effects, none of that. As long as you can hear me clearly, and I can talk to you, I think it's good enough for me to work with. Let's see. Yeah, like they have the leverage, going back to it, they have the leverage to the point where they're making things happen. And like they seem to be doing a lot of great things. Now, for me, I've, like, again, going back to it, I haven't done anything significant in my life. I really don't think so. Just another average guy. He got out of school, got a job, whatever the thing is. Yes, some may call me intelligent in some ways. Sure. I mean, okay, if you want to say that. But I don't think I'm anything special. Now, I'm curious because, again, I don't have the results to show any of that. I'm curious as to if you all have any thoughts on this. Because, like, there are things you come across. For example, the 90-10 rule. I don't know who I came across. Who was it? It was from a book I read. Off the top of my head, I don't recall. Is where that no more than 10%, I think, this was it, that of your time in a given project should be spent on research, and 90% of it should be spent on actions. Or, yeah, something like that. If that is the case, and if that is what it takes to be genuinely successful at the project, hey, I'll raise my hand and be the first one to say I haven't done that. Not even close. Jeez. I think I spent like 80% of the time researching and 20% of the time acting. Well, that explains where I'm at, right? I have a pile of books but little to show for it. A pile of books that I've read, but nothing to show for it. But yeah, if that's the case, then I think that's an attempt I'm trying to do. I'm changing at this moment. However, it's a good framework, I feel like, to have and to try to work with, or an algorithm, if you will. And like, it's things like this that makes me think is, like, I'm probably gonna name this video let's talk about ideas, or let's talk ideas, or something along those lines. And I know that I've only talked about like one idea, I just kept rambling on about things that probably doesn't matter. But point being, it's like, this is the kind of video like I think I would like you all to interact with. And if you like have 15 minutes of your day to spare, or 10 minutes, or however long this video is, to watch this and give me some feedback on some things I could do to, you know, like, genuinely improve my lifestyle, person needs, which is absolutely valid. And I think if you want to be an engineer, chances are you studying journalism full time may not help you as much as studying engineering full time. I'm sure, I absolutely agree that the better you articulate your ideas, the more people can relate to you, the more convincing you are, and the more influence you have. Convincing you are, influence you have. I don't know if there's a difference there, but sure. Again, yeah, but like career-specific skill traits aside, I'm trying to understand if I'm sorry, it was my dad. I think he texted me to call him. I'll give him a call later. Yeah, career-specific skill trait that's there, but beyond that, I also think that there are some patterns, perhaps, and you listen to this all the time in different motivational videos. What is the other things? There's like podcasts and all these kind of good stuff. Like, I think, for the lack of a better term, it's like, I think it was Alex Hormozy or Tom Bilyeu who said it. Like, there's a lot of mental masturbation going on there. Sorry, forgive the language. And yeah, like spiritual entertainment or whatever the thing is. But it gives you the information, but the question is action. Yeah, I mean, I haven't taken a lot of action in a lot of things in my life, and I look back at it, it's like that what would have happened, and I don't really believe in regrets. I think that we all should have a regret minimization framework, that we should try, every day that passes, we should try to have less regrets. So I don't really look back at my life and say, I wish I did this or I wish I did that. I don't have any of that. And I really couldn't care less. That being said, when I look at things from an objective point of view, if I had put in more effort, chances are the goals that I intended to achieve, I would have gotten closer. I don't know if I would have. Like, that's, again, hindsight bias. However, chances are I would have come very close. So it's something for me to genuinely think, think about, is what are some small things that I can do day in and day out that moves the things forward? Or like, not even that, it's like just ideas, man. I mean, I love ideas. I love reading books. I love having good conversations. And I'm sorry if I digress too far. It's very hard to have that all the time with a lot of good people. I know that I couldn't, if I chose a professional career, unless I chose a career that focuses on speaking and talking to people, or interacting with a huge audience, I would not. Alright, Mr. Big Red Truck, you can go if you want to. Okay, thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever get the chance to talk to so many people all at once. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to just make this video and start the conversation. I'm not really looking for anything here. I don't think that's where the content creation game is. I don't know if this, I honestly don't think this will be a career. I don't expect it to. No. With my editing skills, because I'm making the video, I have no idea how to edit it, to be honest. I was like, okay, I saw this guy, Sam Sulek, on YouTube. Like, I like to at least try to keep in shape, and I think that was cool. And I was like, yeah, man, like, regardless of the views or whatever he has, that's some authentic video making. There's also Tom Scott, who I think is brilliant. I think it's Tom Scott. And I was like, yeah, I just want to have some fun, man, and just have good conversations with people. So if you've got some feedback, I would like it, and it would help. If not, then that's perfectly okay too. I don't really know. what to do and what to do about this channel, or where to go from here. I think I'll probably throw a video up once in a while just to talk about cool stuff and cool ideas that I come across. Sometimes it might be cool, sometimes it might be a bit repetitive, but I guess that's the nature of things when it's this organic. And I probably won't even remember what I talked about in this video after the video is done. It's like I'm almost at the gym. But yeah, it's like, would like your thoughts on things that you all would like to talk about, or I can just throw a random video up that I think should be fun, or I think that the ideas are pretty cool. I've spent a lot of time in my life reading a lot of books, as I mentioned, not really acting much on them, so it really didn't benefit me yet. I mean, didn't benefit me a lot yet. I'm sure, like, if someone took a lot more action, it would have benefited them a lot more. I'm sorry, I think I took a turn when I wasn't supposed to. Okay, I'm sorry, man. My apologies. That was me. Bad driving. So, yeah. I think I just pulled up to the gym. Yeah. Let's see if I can find parking. But, going back to the main thing, if you guys have any suggestions or ideas about what can be done, what can I talk about, or can we talk about, let me know. And I'll throw, like, the next video, I'll throw some mental concepts or things like that I've learned, and I've read. I love reading, so for, I think, an understatement or whatever it is that people want to say. I've read at least anywhere from, I've done my best to read at least anywhere from like a book a week or so. I haven't always made it. That's been an aim. I've been trying to do that for the last 5 to 7 years. So I've got some things in my head, never really applied. But I'll throw it up. And if you feel that it's helping you, let me know. And I didn't want to make a video like, I've read 50 books and this is what I've learned and all that stuff. But I'm just here to share the ideas and have good conversations. But that being said, that's been it for now. I wish you all the best and hope to see at least some of you give me some feedback. Till next time.